Today's story is not just a tale of horror, but of resilience, fate, and ultimately an extraordinary reunion. Picture the devastation of discovering that your newborn daughter was stolen, disappearing without a trace, and the agonizing years of not knowing what happened to her. This nightmare became the reality for the Nurse family in 1997, when their baby girl, Zephany, was abducted from a hospital in Cape Town, South Africa. On April 28, 1997, the Nurse family's world was filled with joy as they welcomed their newborn daughter, Zephany, into the world. However, just 2 days later, their happiness was shattered by an unimaginable tragedy. On April 30, 1997, while Zephany's mother, Celeste Nurse, was recovering in the hospital in Cape Town, South Africa, her baby girl was stolen from her crib. A woman dressed as a nurse who had been seen comforting Celeste earlier had taken Zephany and vanished without a trace. Panic quickly set in, and a desperate search was launched, but despite extensive efforts, Zephany remained missing. The story gripped the nation, and every year the Nurse family kept hope alive by celebrating Zephany's birthday, refusing to let the search for their daughter fade from the public's mind. Over the years, there were occasional glimmers of hope, a mistaken identity here, an extortion attempt there, but nothing led to Zephany's return. The case eventually grew cold, leaving the nurses with an unbearable heartache and unanswered questions. Then, in January 2015, nearly 18 years after Zephany's abduction, fate intervened in the most unexpected way. The Nurse family's second daughter, Cassidy, started at a new high school where she befriended a girl named Miché Solomon. Despite a 4-year age difference, the two girls bore an uncanny resemblance, prompting comments from classmates and teachers alike. When Cassidy mentioned this to her father, Miché Nurse, he arranged to meet Miché, suspecting that she might be the long-lost Zephany. Mornay's suspicions led to a police investigation and a DNA test that confirmed the unimaginable truth. Miché Solomon was indeed Zephany Nurse, the baby who had been stolen nearly 2 decades earlier. The woman Miché had grown up calling Mother, Lavona Solomon, was revealed to be her kidnapper. Lavona was arrested, and in August 2016, she was sentenced to 10 years in prison for the abduction.
So it's still a lot to process for me, and it hurts. You know, for 17 years, this woman took Zephany away from us. And that's basically the foundation where a mother and a child forms a bond. And to meet her after 17 years, you know, it hurts you, it takes a lot away.
The revelation was both miraculous and deeply unsettling. For the Nurse family, there was immense joy in finally finding their daughter, but it was tempered by the realization of the years they had lost and the deception that had kept them apart. For Miché, real name Zephany, the discovery upended her entire world. She was forced to reconcile her love for the woman who had raised her with the knowledge that this woman had stolen her from her biological family. After turning 18, she chose to keep the name she had grown up with and returned to live with the father who had raised her, maintaining a complicated relationship with both her biological family and her kidnapper, whom she regularly visited in prison. Despite the pain and confusion, Miché forgave Lavona and dedicated her book, Zephany, 2 Mothers, 1 Daughter, an astonishing true story to both of her mothers. Lavona Solomon was released on parole on August 18, 2023, and Miché, who now has 2 children of her own, continues to live in the family home, waiting for the return of the woman she still refers to as my mother. The story of Zephany Nurse is not just one of tragedy, but also of resilience, identity, and the enduring power of love in the face of unimaginable circumstances. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to see more of our content, please hit the subscribe button.